Towards ICASA, yes, Zimbabwe, we are so excited. Just a day to go. Tomorrow, Zimbabwe hosting, officially opening at the same time, the 18th edition of ICASA 2015, where as a country we are just so proud that we've reached this far. And to take us into ICASA 2015, the 18th edition, today we are discussing the issue of 90 by 90 by 90. We are having one of ICASA's key partners, that's UNAIDS. And on the program, I'm joined by Tendayi Mharadze. Tendayi, welcome to Towards ICASA.
Thank you, Tariro. And we are celebrating and excited just like you too.
Exactly. We are just a day to go, Tendayi. UNAIDS, we know you talking about 90 by 90 by 90. We are talking about ending AIDS by 2030. Can you explain for us, it's ICASA, how are these coming into ICASA?
It's UNAIDS, our new mantra is 90 by 90 by 90. And 90 by 90 stands by getting 90% of the HIV positive people testing and knowing their status. And of those 90, the first 90, we want them to actually access ARVs and be on treatment. And of those 90, we want them to be virally load suppressed. So that's what 90 by 90 means. And we want 90% of these people to be on all these programs by 2020. And this ICASA conference provides an opportunity for UNAIDS to hammer in that message to Africa and to the globe, to the continent at large, to say we really need to push towards the 90-90 targets. If all countries, if all nations, and if Zimbabwe in particular meets the 90 by 90 by 90 targets, then we will end AIDS by 2030.
If we are talking about 90% of people on treatment, Tendayi, are we moving away now from having a CD4 count of 500 for me to be put on treatment?
Indeed, science has shown that treatment can be prevention. So we want all people who know their HIV status to be on ARVs. That way they will be virally load suppressed, and that way they will not spread HIV to other people. So we know that if we put more people on treatment, whatever their CD4 count, even if you have a CD4 count of 2,000, if you are on treatment, then your chances of transmitting HIV are much lower. They are very marginal. And so we can end AIDS because we will not have new infections also. I'm
going to put you on the spotlight, and I know one of your UN family, that's the World Health Organization, they're talking about launching their new guidelines. Are these linked to the 90 by 90?
Definitely. As a UN, we say we deliver as one, and we speak the same message. So the new guidelines are actually pushing the agenda of what is called test and treat. So when someone is tested for HIV, they receive a little counseling, then they can actually get on treatment.
And as UNAIDS, the issue of self-testing, is this something that we can expect to hear during ICASA?
There is a session again on self-testing, and because the first 90 is saying as many people as possible should know their status, and as many people as possible living with HIV should know their status. So self-testing is a new innovation. In Zimbabwe, it's currently being piloted. It has been piloted elsewhere, and evidence and new research is going to be shared during ICASA on self-testing, and it's very exciting.
Well, Zimbabwe, you heard it from Tendayi. She's saying even if you are not a delegate, there is a way that you can participate. This is our last edition of Towards ICASA. From my co-host, Tadiwa Pfupa, and myself, we are hoping we're going to meet you after ICASA, just doing a post-mortem in terms of how did it go, but definitely we can promise you it is all going to go well. Until then, goodbye.